G'day everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Ice Town Galaxy, and today Lava and I are doing another multi-tool race. And today we are racing for some Atlantids, so neither of us know what's here. My two-planet system that I found 3 months ago, Korvax's pirate system. So that's about all we need to tell you at this point in time. Let's get racing, dude.
Yeah, I've got an alien monolith detected.
Oh, you're one ahead of me if you're already setting the maps off.
And an awesome shuttle to go there by.
No, you do not have an awesome shuttle. Dickhead. Where are you? Come here. There's your awesome shuttle. Shot it. There's my monolith over there somewhere. So, let's see if this one's a bit quicker than last week, which we've literally just recorded.
Yeah.
And, no spoilers, but unexpected. Unexpected result. Uncommon result, let's call it that.
I'd just let you get complacent. That's all.
I've doubled your score, I think, aren't I? I haven't checked the scoreboard for a while. I'm over 100. I'm surprised how many draws we've had. I think it's like 5 or something stupid.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So what is the system default? It is... It's a black one. It's a good start. Pastor's ozone radiator, I'm going to call that. That's probably not the right pronunciation. Anyway, black one with a little Atlas cracked orb sight, and a boat on the side. Fairly sleek.
Yeah, pastry's ozone radiator.
I was going to say pastry's probably more closer to what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't really say we're on the planet of Liash Major. Or Luge, if you prefer. Luge. Don't need an alien artifact. I do need an alien monolith. There we go. Where is it? You know, the other reason I don't mind racing for these is there's less things that the map finds. It only finds 3 things, whereas when we're doing normal ones, it's like 7 or 8 or something stupid.
Yeah, I had about 23 tries at getting the map to go off, and it never went off. No, for so long it was just...
Yeah, that whole thing about, you know, you've used it, I've already found one of these. Oh god, did I stuff up? Is that a plaque? That's a plaque. What a clown. I didn't even read what it said. Was that my monolith? Maybe I went to the wrong one.
Plaques are Katie's favourite thing.
That's a plaque. Am I looking at your plaque? What's this thing? This isn't a monolith, is it? Oh, is that a monolith? Oh, I haven't seen one like this for ages. It's one of the square looking ones. I thought it was the plaque at first glance. Whoops. Professional multi-tool hunter I am.
Yeah.
So professional I found it's another C class. Freaking right on point with that. Hello, monolith. Where are you? Over there. Oh, we're not going the same one, are we?
Ooh, that's B class.
I suspect possibly we are going the same one. Your icon is right on top of it. Yeah, you're going the same one I am. I'm going to have to clear this. Oh, whilst you're there. There's some deadly fire.
I'm wished up into the sky at the moment.
Well, I won't bother checking it then, shall I? I just need to clear the map since it's B class. We've got destination reached, have we? Yeah, good day. G'day, Lava. How's it going? Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, I've got another one that's 580 all the way.
Occasionally we get sent to the same location.
Yeah, well this one was 800 and something away from my previous one.
No, miles away, my one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a plaque.
What was that?
That was a plaque.
Oh. Yeah, you got the same problem I have.
Yeah. It was a real plaque.
An actual plaque. I see, I've marked my plaque with the highlighter thing.
I prefer to highlight the monoliths because it's that way it's highlighted no matter where you're looking. It's got the distance away from it.
C-class. Well, I must say, restarting the game was a good idea between last week, because last week it was run like crap. I reckon that was a hangover from when, like I said, well, what you said, when we were in multiplayer in the expedition. We were still having a good hard think about everything it had been doing.
I'm wondering how many of those things we have to do before it kicks off to the time critical ones, or whatever you call it.
I don't think it matters. I think it's just we do as many as we do, and it's just 50-something whatever days.
I hope not, because I want to get the bloke thing over with.
Yeah. Or I doubt they're going to, like, if everyone literally stopped doing it, what are they going to do? Go, oh, you're having it 100%, we're not unlocking it at the end of the thing.
They can't.
They always...
Because there will be some people who will be doing it every 8 hours.
On 85 accounts and whatever else, yeah.
And if they say, oh, no, we're not going to do it, they'll get really, really pissed off.
They've, yeah, that's the thing about the timed thing. If they say it's timed and it's also to do with percentage progression, they have to keep an eye on it and make sure it's either not falling behind or getting too far ahead of itself. It has to sit at sort of the right, about the right average sort of for each day or whatever.
Because I've got 5 of each, 3 each 8 hours, and I've done 5 of them so far. But I was wondering how many of those we've got to do before the next phase kicks off. Because, they can't expect us to wait the whole 60 days.
I think that's exactly what they expect us to do. Yeah, no.
If that's the case, I'll be stocking for in about a week's time.
Yeah, well, there's nothing that says you do or don't have to contribute, I guess. I guess the idea is they want everyone to play and to try and get their team to win, but because I think if it's just over the hill, I don't hit the pulse. I think if doing those answers to those questions actually had some bearing on it, and you'd feel a bit more invested in, I chose this team, I wanted to win sort of thing. Whereas it's just, we're going to ask you a bunch of questions and when we're going to completely ignore your answers and we're just going to assign you whatever team we assign you. It's like, well, I didn't want to be on that team, so I don't care. There's a lot of that going around.
Yeah, I don't really care anyway, because I play mostly single player. The only time I ever played multiplayer is with KJ on the stream and with you and the races. And otherwise, I have multiplayer turned off.
Yeah, same. Pretty much.
So, yeah, I don't really care about...
I think it's more to do with, people want certain coloured things.
Yeah, it's another C-class. Yeah, because I don't do PvP games. No, I'm not into...
Says us that shoot rockets at each other just about every time.
Yeah. But that's sort of no consequences.
Yeah.
No. It didn't make any difference if we got combat turned off and PvP turned off. And, it's just a bit of fun in people.
It's all fun and games until someone gets a rocket in the eyeball.
Yeah.
Definitely a better planet than last week's.
Yeah. Although last week's wasn't especially bad.
No. I think it was, I'm biased just because my game was running so crap.
Ooh. Didn't land, so I've got to do a spinny and try and look to fly into the cave.
Yeah, for once it'd be nice if I actually found one with decent slots too.
Yeah.
I seem to have the slot curse, to be honest. We went and saw the new Star Wars movie the other day.
Oh, there's a new one, is there?
Yeah, it's
Which one's
the
that one?
Mandalorian and Grogu, which was alright. It was, yeah. Debbie and I looked at each other and kind of said, "Oh, it's just kind of like a long episode of the show."
Yeah, so I've never seen the show.
Yeah, there was nothing hugely revelation, or any major thing that happened. It was just felt like 3 episodes stuck together for an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
It was, believe it or not, the reason we went, our 8-year anniversary.
Ooh.
So, I have been seeing her as long as you've been playing this game.
Ooh. Well, congrats anyway. Hi, Debbie.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's congrats are really appropriate or if it's commiserations, I'm not sure. But either way, 8 years. I told her, I was going to say, I told her that she's in 2nd place. And she said, "What do you mean 2nd place? Are we talking?" I said, "Well, I'm talking length of relationship as opposed to quality." I had to qualify that, or else I'd get hit probably.
Yeah.
It's like the X was 9.5 years, so you've got another year and a half before you move into 1st place.
Yeah, my ex was 13.
Oh, jeez, 13.
Yeah, that was a relief when it ended.
But see, that's been over longer than you were together, though, hasn't it? Is it more than 13 years ago?
Can't even remember when we
There you go.
broke up.
Well, I split up with my other half in 2008. 2008 was an awesome calendar year. I split up with my wife. I had a dog die. I lost my job, and my grandmother died.
Ooh.
All in the space of 12 months.
Yeah, that sucks.
Fantastic that was.
Mm.
Could comfortably not go through a year like that again.
Mm.
Although technically, I'm out of grandparents, so that can't happen. Oh, no, I'm out of parents now too, actually, while we're at it. So I've run out of all the... I'm the eldest generation now, my brother and sister and I. Makes us feel old.
Yeah, my granddad, he died, it was about 3 days before I was born.
Yeah?
So, yeah, we were in Australia at the time, so that's a spoiler alert on an Aussie.
Were you born here?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
You knew there was something wrong with you.
So technically I can't be deported because I'm a
Technically,
citizen.
you got that birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
Whereabouts were you born?
Port Macquarie.
Port Macquarie, okay.
I've never been there since, so I've got no idea what the place
Well,
is like.
other than when you were born, I
Yeah.
assume you didn't teleport out of the womb, I'm guessing.
No. I think we went back when I was 18 months old.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. Everybody else was born in New Zealand.
Yeah, I was born 2 days before Cyclone Tracy.
Ooh.
Which, yeah, I don't know if you...
I sort of half remember that.
Well, you would have been about 10 or 12 or so. They recently had, last year was the 50-year anniversary. It was Christmas Eve, 74, and my birthday's the 22nd.
Yeah,
So I don't have much of a memory of it, obviously. I was on the boob at that point.
Well, I sort of remember the ending of the Vietnam War more than
Ah, okay.
that, because I remember them landing on aircraft carriers and helicopters
Yeah.
and then pushing the helicopters off into the ocean.
Into the ocean, yeah. I've seen the footage of that.
Yeah.
I can't remember why they were doing that. Something about
Oh, because
taking them home.
they running out of space on on the aircraft carriers, and they still had they still had bucket loads
Still
of
had
people.
people that could take off, and got to stick them somewhere.
Yeah, because I still remember seeing the combat footage on TV, and
Yeah.
that was grisly.
Well, there's a girl I'm friends with who I've been friends with since my 20s, speaking of Vietnam, who is my age, and she is married to a bloke who fought in Vietnam. So there's quite a few years difference between them. He's in his freaking 80s or something, I think, or late 70s.
Yeah.
And she's only, I think he's late 70s, mid 70s. Just makes you feel old. They're talking about building a massive data centre on the other side of Melbourne. I'm talking to them. Like some 300-acre site or some massive thing. And
so when you have water shortages and power and your power goes off,
yeah,
and you look out the window and you see this glow in the distance,
out of the west.
that's the power thing where they redirected all the electricity.
It's like
and all
it's
the
not
water.
it's not the bushfires. It's the data centre glowing in the dark.
Yeah.
Well, they did say that they estimate the requirement would be what was it? Another half on top of the entire state's freaking usage or something. It was some ridiculous figure that you just went, how the hell are they going to power that? And they're saying, oh no, we'll power it. We'll put solar on it or something. It's like, yeah, right, eh? Good on you. They're dreaming. I think there's a aluminium smelter down in Portland that we supply gear to, and I think it draws something like 10% of the state's entire power. Just the one smelter, and we're talking about shutting it down. So suddenly it'll be like, oh, we've freed up a bit of power. Look at that. It's like, yeah, because it turned off some.
Yeah, there's a aluminium smelter in New Zealand, and they had to build an entire hydroelectric power station for it. And then they it's a massive builds that they had to do. It was all the turbine rooms were in this massive underground cavern, which they excavated from solid ground or something. And except when the water sort of went through, they made a mistake in the calculations or something wrong.
What they stuff up?
Or they could only run it about 60 or 70% of its capacity.
Whoops.
Because if they ran it at its full capacity, the water would flow back and up this sort of ramp roadway thing and spill out into the power turbine room.
That's a problem.
And drown. And it took them, I think that it took about 30 or 40 years before they came up with a fix for the problem.
I was watching.
So
Go on, keep going.
yeah, so they had entire massive hydroelectric plants just for the aluminium.
Just for the smelter? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching something a while back, one of those life without people things where, imagine the entire human race just disappears, what happens sort of thing, and how long it takes, blah blah. And they reckon one of the last places that'll have electricity was Nevada with the Hoover Dam, and they said eventually the only thing that would stop it was eventually when the parts in the turbines were out, or they reckon before that would happen, the intake pipes would get crusted up with little shellfish and crap in them and whatever, and block them up. That'd be what would actually do it in.
I was watching something earlier today about the Hoover Dam, and parts of the where the original surface area was upstream from the Hoover Dam. It was 100 feet higher than when it was built because of all the silt build-up.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things that's happening to the Aswan Dam and Egypt as well.
They
Massive silt build-up.
that dam they built in China. When I say that dam,
Yeah,
I can't
Three
remember if it was one on
Gorges.
the Three Gorges Dam or not, but it actually affects the rotation of the Earth or something, or the gravity, or there was something that was actually affecting by 0.0 whatever 2 because of just the size and the volume of the water going through it.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Oh, Ethiopia, they've built a dam. And I think it's Somalia and Egypt are really, really pissed off at them for it.
Yeah,
Do you know why?
they're pinching their
It's a
water.
funny story. Oh, because Somalia and Egypt, they've got a treaty
No.
where it regulates how much water they can use. Each country, that's their percentage that they can use. And Ethiopia is upriver with both of those countries, and they were excluded from that agreement. So it's got nothing to do with them, how much water is used, but they control the headwaters of the river. And they decided that 70% of our country has no access to electricity, so we'll build a hydroelectric dam. And so they started building it, and they got the financing and all that stuff. And Egypt was going, oh, we've got to blow it up. You cannot do it. We've got an agreement that it's our water. You can't use a single drop of it. We've got this written agreement. No, it's going back to the 1930s or 1940s or something. And Ethiopia said, oh, bullshit, we're not part of that at all. It's got nothing to do with us.
Nice.
And yeah, but they're really pissed off at them because they wanted to have electricity for their people. And,
Fair enough.
Yeah, because if you don't have electricity, how can you have a business?
Oh,
How can you have a hospital? How can you
your
have a
economy's
garage?
pretty screwed without baseload power.
Yeah, and so it was basically, look, we'll slow down on filling us up, so there's never any issue with filling up too fast. So we'll keep water flowing. And yeah, oh no, blah 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 blah. Yeah, they're really really unhappy about it.
I saw one on the Chinese were bringing water into Beijing from the mountains. And they built this aqueduct system, and it was 4,000 k's or 1,000 k's or something away, whatever. And at one point they have to. This is coming out from the mountains, so they have to cross the Yellow River. So how do you get one river to cross another? So they actually go under the river through a tunnel, and the water on one side falls off like a 50-metre edge, and that propels it so fast that it pushes it 30 metres or whatever up the other side. So the water just goes under in a U shape, like going down a sink. It was mind-boggling, but it's all they all calculate all the physics and the whatever else, the aquadynamics and hydrodynamics and whatever.
Yeah, that's I've seen a few things about that, and there's a few issues.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
Like they're not worried about safety.
Oh, no. No, there's
And
too much OH&S over there.
yeah, and because with the Three Gorges Dam, no, they had a big thing about, oh no, it's never going to be another flood ever again, and since they built that, no, they've had some of the worst floods in history.
Well, some of
'Cause,
those projects they're building, like you can't even barely hike into these places, let alone get heavy infrastructure in. So they're trying to build roads to bring in, all the huge heavy equipment. And it's all muddy mountainside and crap, and not even salt. Like it's not even decent bedrock. It's shaly crap they're trying to build on.
yeah.
But they've got plenty of workers. There's a billion of them.
Hmm. Oh, they're no longer the world's most populous country.
No,
And that's India.
their other friends up there are taking that from them.
Yeah.
And
then
rapidly outpacing them too. They're 1.4 billion or something, I think now.
well, and then it turned out that China probably miscounted by about 250 million.
I read something today. They reckon they'd miscalculated the entire world population by 600 billion or some stupid figure. Or sorry, not million. 600 million, I think they said. So, geez, where do you accidentally misplace 600 million people? And I thought about that and went, oh, that's probably like half a province in India or whatever.
Well, with China's miscounts, it's all to do with corruption. Because if some province says, oh, yeah, we've got 100 million people, but they've only got 70 million people, they get financed as if they've got 100 million
Get the
people.
funding for the number, yeah.
Yeah, and so over the entire country, that's miscounted by about 250 million.
And if a few of them get the same idea and all try the same trick.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this one video where some printing place that prints currency, they got found out for doing dodgy things. Because they get assigned what's the number that's on each banknote?
Serial number.
Yeah, the serial number. They get assigned the serial number, but it turned out that the guy in charge was reusing serial numbers 2 or 3 times.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
Because they showed this woman who went into a bank and said, look, I got issued with these banknotes, and there was 2 or 3 banknotes with exactly the same serial number.
Whoops.
And they weren't counterfeit. They were legitimate currency.
Yeah.
So, so the whoever was running the place was, dodgy ass.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, dodgy as kind of, we are talking China. Hello to all our Chinese viewers.
Yeah. If it gets through to Great Firewall of China.
It's better than our rabbit-proof fence we've got here.
What about the dingo-proof fence?
Yeah, exactly. Dingo fence. Too many rabbits in China, as the ad says.
Yeah.
Dad, yeah. Why did they build the Great Wall of China?
Oh, because they had a rabbit plague.
Well, that was during the time of Emperor Nazi Goring. That was to keep the rabbits out. Too many rabbits in China. God, that ad used to crack me up. We don't seem to have as many good ads as we used to. All the ads from the 80s and 90s are some classics.
Oh, I may have turned the TV on last year, and after about 3 ads, I thought, oh, bugger that.
It's nauseating.
Yeah. I cannot stand adverts.
Well, as someone who used to work with ads for a living, yeah, I can sympathise.
Yeah.
What used to be really bad was I mean, obviously we had the internet, but people hadn't quite caught on about the whole just stick like www.yourbrandname.com.au. They were still doing what we used to call store tags. So every store had like, you know, the Ballarat branch, the Glenelg branch, the Windaree branch, the whatever branch. And there were some mobs I would watch the same ad 80 times in the one night, and the only difference was it had a different store tag on the end. And eventually they got the idea, it's like, oh, we can just put, you know, www.myers.com at the end or whatever. And you can go find what branch is closest to you on our website. We're watching the same crappy jingle over and over all night. Oh my god. Probably goes a long way to explain why I am quite a bit insane.
Yeah, 'cause I used to like SBS before they put adverts on that. And I used to watch ABC, and down out of time I'd watch one of the commercial channels is when they had something good on, like the F1 or the rugby or the cricket.
I don't think we'll be seeing any cricket for a while, not here anyway. It's all footy and rugby at the moment. Which I care very little about.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. And soccer, I've never ever seen a game ever.
Soccer, it's no wonder they riot. Like, people, you got 90 minutes or whatever of kicking a ball up and back and no one scores a goal. Like, you can see why they get so tense. You can see why they go spastic when someone does actually score a goal. It's unlike, you know, basketball or whatever, where they're scoring something every minute or so. At least there's some sort of progression to it. But, I don't know.
Yeah, because I've been getting some World Cup bloody video things, and yeah.
Wouldn't mind a pay packet of some of these soccer players.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most of the ones I've been getting, because it's about the crap things that's happening in America.
Oh, yeah.
And
We'll be interested to see how that all goes.
yeah. And then the sort of the latest was, they're going to have a half-time show. No, it's not the last, whatever, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
And, yeah, people are not happy about that.
I was hoping for an invite to the ballroom when they finish building it.
Well, I made a few comments, and I said, look, that's not going to be any taxpayers' money, so the next president can just bulldoze it.
Yeah, that's a tough call when it's already half done. Because I don't think it's even going to be finished before Donald leaves, is it? Isn't it a couple of
Probably
years?
not going to be finished before he dies of old age.
Well, he is old already, so, you know. No time like the present.
There's always some dudes who's probably got a better aim than any other dudes.
Yeah, we haven't met him yet. They, one of them, who was it recently? He went somewhere. He's tripped to China, I think. And they gave him some sort of special, him and his missus, some sort of special rose seeds or something.
You are such a loser.
Bummer. Well, I'm setting the map off. And I think that was a bit of a dig at him, because obviously he's demolished a rose garden to build his ballroom. I'm setting this map off no matter how many times I have to press the button. Okay, so I've got my map now. Oh, excuse me. It's inconceivable, Lava, that I have lost 2 races in a row, so I better hope this is an S-Class as well. You can start describing the slot layout for me. That'll keep you amused for 30 seconds. Although I didn't hear you go, "Oh wow!" So
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of lanterns. That's all. Well, there's 2 touching, and above those 2, there's this blank space. So there's possibility of
3.
a third there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows over, there's the third one that's showing. And diagonally across is a blank space. Well, diagonally down, I should say, not diagonally across.
I'm officially a loser.
Yep, you're officially a loser.
Okay.
I'm officially a double one because I got
I will concede defeat on this race, and just remind everyone to look at the scoreboard in the video description.
Yeah.
I've got to get that in when I lose, because I'm a sore loser.
Oh, you're just short, that's all.
I am short and angry and bald and fat. Let's have a look here. What do you got for us, dude? Oh, yeah? Yeah, okay, so there could be one there, and there could be one there. So, there you go. There is the pastry ozone irradiator. And, if you want to see... No, don't worry about actually if you want to see where the supercharged slots are, because at the end, after I get rid of Mr. Kiwi here, I will go up to the station and unlock these, because I've got to show you the other 2 multi-tools that are in the system now. But I'll do that when Lava's gone, because otherwise we'll have problems with multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
But there you go. So I'll also... This one here is the system default, obviously. But we'll wrap this up in a second, then I'll come back, show you the other 2 tools, show you the location here, and share the glyphs and all that stuff. How does that sound?
It sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to our dribble about dams and water and everything else. I'm surprised all that talk about...
and Trump and...
everything else we talked about. All that talk about water, and I still didn't need a piss, which is amazing. So, we will see you all next week. And do us a favour, drop us a like, comment, and sub, and check out the channel. There's a heap of multi-tools on it. You're bound to find one you'll like, hopefully.
Yep.
And
if you don't find one you like, we'll eventually find it.
We'll eventually find it.
Stick around.
We're gonna go to every planet in Isentam, aren't we, Lava, and check them all out.
Well, I'm currently circling the in the galaxy.
So you're doing a lap, are you?
I've been around about the 25,000 light years, jumping through a black hole, searching out towards the 25,000 light years, jumping through a black hole. That puts me about 20,000 light years. So I've been doing that for about the last week and a half.
Oh, righto.
And I haven't come across a repeat planet I've been on yet.
Well, there are a few, so... Alright, everyone, we'll catch you around. You all take care. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Have a happy birthday and get yourself an awesome shuttle and like, comment, and subscribe.
And all that stuff. Catch you.
Yeah, all the good stuff.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Okay, now the race is done and Lava actually won one for a change. I can go through and show you the other ones in the system. There's only 2 more to show you because there's only one other planet. So the one we were looking at was obviously the system default the entire time. So if you want that first one that you saw throughout the race, come through the portal and don't reload your game and come to the monolith. But I've just reloaded on this planet, and reloading means getting in and out of your ship and hitting your restore point. That'll change the model that's in the location, and in this case, let's have a look what happens when you reload on this planet. It is that one, structural overlay beam. That's quite nice. I think I prefer that to the first one we were looking at the whole time. I don't really like this part that sticks up here. Take that off and it'd be really nice, but anyway, quite nice. So there is that one. So what we'll do now is I'll head over to the other remaining planet and reload, and we'll come back and have a look at that. Alright, let's have a look at the third and final one for the system. Ah, it's a grey one. Well, we know how I feel about grey ones. Not real happy, but anyway. That is the hidden polygon scoop. So to get that one, if we go into the old discoveries here, we're over here on Luge Major. So to get that one, come over here to Budja B41, reload your game, and come back to this location. So what we're going to do now is there's the glyphs for this planet in the Ice and Tam galaxy, obviously, so make sure you're in the right galaxy before you dial the portal, or you will end up in the wrong place. Just leave that up for a few more seconds while I have a sip of tea, because it's morning time for me now. That's probably long enough. Alright, and this is at minus 47.28, minus 69.96. And Clownface has left a comm ball here with some ridiculous message, and I'll be leaving a far more suitable comm ball. But now you know where it is and how to get here. So I'll just pull this last one out. We want to check out where the slots are, so I'm going to zip up to the station with this one. Let's see if we can get some decent slots, relatively decent slots, out of this little one here. Hopefully we might have 3 in the corner like we were discussing during the stream. That looks like it'll do. Yes, I hope everyone's enjoying the swarm update and cooling their heels while we wait to do all the community stuff for like the next God knows how many weeks, 7, 8 weeks, whatever it is. Interesting gameplay choice, I'll say. We'll leave it at that. Alright, slots, do something good for me. Be in the corner, be in the corner. You aren't in the corner. Be next to the other one here. You aren't. Alright, so it's going to be on the 4th row somewhere. And there it is. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Look, you can always come to that system and find another location and then just upgrade it and find one that's got the slot layout you like. That is always an option. You don't have to grab this particular S-Class, but right, everyone, there you go. Another multi-tool race complete. Congratulations to Lava. Finally won one. Although, mind you, he won last week's, the one he also filmed tonight. I will see you again in another multi-tool race, and I'll bring the Kiwi with me. And we'll catch you then and there. Do us a favour, drop us a like, comment and a sub, and I'll try to remember how the hell to wave. Catch you around. Cheer for now.